All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Computer Applications. In today's lesson, we're going to be putting together all the things that we've been working on this week and adding in a few more. So we looked at yesterday how to create a simple equation, right? Remember that I was messing around with that there at the end of the episode, and we looked at that. But there are more powerful tools in spreadsheets that can do that idea even easier. If you notice the squiggly looking E up here, that's the mathematical symbol for sigma. If you click on the little drop down arrow, you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of different equations and things that spreadsheets can do. We're not going to dive into all of them, but what we will be doing is we're going to take a look at these five here. In today's episode, you're going to be doing a lot with the sum, average, min, and max options here. And the way that they work is if you click on, for example, sum here, you can end up dragging a range of numbers. So you notice I clicked in the first cell and I just simply drug down. The equation comes up, equals, right? Remember, all equations start with the equal sign. SUM tells the spreadsheet that we're going to add all of these together. And then we'll notice we start at A1 and we go all the way to A30. If I hit the enter key, you'll notice that the sum, right, adding all 30 of these numbers together gives us 465. Again, you can drag this across, so the addition of all of this row here is 900 and then 1,365. What's really fancy is that sum doesn't have to use things that are in a straight line. So for example, we can add up this entire block, right? And so the addition of all of the numbers that we have here in this section is 2,730. The average function works pretty much the same way, right? Average, drag your range, and the average of all of these numbers is 15.5, right? We can drag all that over. Notice what happened here though, right? So I averaged this row, that's fine. But when I came over here, notice it's trying to average column D here, and there's nothing there, so it gives you an error, right? It says you can't divide by 0, which makes some sense, right? That's one of the rules of math. You can't divide by 0, so it will give you an error. But if we come in here, right, and we delete this, we can do the exact same thing that we did with the summation, and notice the average of all of the numbers, until I deleted it there, the average of all of the numbers is 30.33 repeating. Again, min and max work the exact same way. So you can find the max value of a number just by highlighting that range. So notice the highest number is 30. And again, because these are all in order right now, obviously the last number is going to be the highest one there. Min will work the same way, right? So you throw in min, highlight your range, and you're good to go. One point of note as well, you can actually use these equations manually. You don't have to go up and click on them. So if I type in equals sum open parenthesis, and I can't hit error there, equals sum open parenthesis, you can actually drag your own range and hit enter there, right? Equals SUM open parenthesis, drag your range, hit enter. And you'll notice, right, these are the exact same equation, so they come out exactly the same. That's the way that we want them to be. With that, we really are in good shape. You're going to be doing a lot of similar things as we work through the spreadsheet. One thing that might be a little bit new or different is that you can actually use constant numbers alongside your formula, your cell references. But what I mean by that is, so everything we've been doing so far has been adding two different cells together, which is how I generally like to do things. But if you're using a number that will always be the same, let's say for instance, you have sales tax of 8%, like you're going to see in your assignment, what you can do is you can use your cell reference, but then you can add, divide, subtract, multiply by a constant number simply by typing it in. So for example, an 8% sales tax added to the number 5 there means that you would have, 4 cents or 40 cents rather set aside as tax over that $5 purchase. with that though, should be in good shape. Everything should be kind of stacking. Again, I can't stress enough the importance of formatting things as currency or as percentages. You'll find those come into handy as you're working through this lesson for today. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording and let you go ahead and get started.